EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. They hand off to their big tight end. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Akins there, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyreek Hill. 55 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
Now a play fake. Is going to be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray.
Mariota now from the 50. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Philip Dorsett by himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Philip Dorsett 50 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
His kick is
and this one through the uprights and good.
Is the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Broncos.
From the gun, it's Locke. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard
well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Locke going to get this into the hands of Gordon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
Now Gordon on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
The ball carrier.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. With just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now to the air, Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Locke. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. return up past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He's going to keep it again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
Lock working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one is designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Cleveland Farrell coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Ross on the return. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Jordan Akins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Ravens 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Returning it, John Ross. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Broncos' 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. They go play action here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter.
Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flushed out right. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Locke now on first down. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Melvin Gordon.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Locke toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So that'll back him up 5. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal.
A 29-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Barkley on the carry. Brought down at the 35-yard line.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
4 yards the pickup, first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
The 38-yard line.
Mariota to throw it this time. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
25-yard line.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Philip Dorsett.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Locke going to throw out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun. Locke. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun. Locke. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And the pressure gets to him again. Cleveland Farrell, his 2nd sack of the night. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Gets this one to Hill. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Broncos.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 20.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The Bronco ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 30-yard attempt.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
It's a gain of 2.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers, and we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers.
A 28-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.
Ravens.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.